Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Thai Legend. Today on Extraordinary, what if the very thing holding you back could become your greatest strength? Today, we uncover how Helen Keller, deemed a freak and trapped in darkness, not only defied expectations, but ignited a global movement, and how her forbidden love threatened to shatter everything she built. They called her a freak, a danger, a communist, but they forgot she was once just a girl lost in the dark. Imagine a world where silence isn't just the absence of sound, but a prison of complete isolation. You're about to meet a woman who didn't just escape that prison, she demolished its walls and rebuilt them into bridges of understanding. It's 1880, in the heart of Alabama. A healthy baby girl named Helen Keller enters the world, unaware that her life will become a testament to human resilience. At 19 months, a mysterious illness strikes, fever raging, then retreating, leaving behind a darkness more complete than night. Suddenly, Helen's world collapses into a soundless, lightless void. Picture a toddler trapped behind an invisible wall. Communication becomes a battlefield. Her frustration erupts in violent tantrums, wild, uncontrolled explosions of a brilliant mind desperate to connect. These weren't mere childish outbursts. They were primal screams of a soul demanding to be understood. Her family faced an impossible choice. Institutionalization beckoned like an easy escape, but something profound stirred within them, a belief that Helen's darkness wasn't a sentence, but a challenge to be confronted. March 3, 1887, a date that would slice through Helen's silent world like a lightning bolt. Anne Sullivan arrives, not just a teacher, but a warrior of communication. Their first interactions crackle with tension, two fierce spirits colliding. Helen fights, Anne persists. The water pump, cool liquid flowing, fingers spelling WATER against a small, restless palm. Suddenly, language explodes into Helen's consciousness. It wasn't just a word. It was a key unlocking an entire universe of meaning. Your limitations are never about what you cannot do. They're about what you haven't yet discovered you can do. Helen's hunger for knowledge became legendary. Braille became her gateway. Her fingertips danced across raised dots, consuming books with a ferocity that would challenge anyone's perception of disability. The Tadoma method, feeling speech vibrations through touch, became another weapon in her arsenal of understanding. Imagine learning multiple languages without hearing or seeing. French, German, Latin, each word a victory, each sentence a revolution against the world's narrow expectations. Radcliffe College didn't just admit Helen, it was forced to expand its very definition of academic potential. She graduated cum laude, not as a charity case, but as a brilliant scholar who happened to experience the world differently. College wasn't just an educational journey for Helen, it was a political awakening. Socialism wasn't a distant concept for her. It was a lived philosophy of challenging systemic oppression. Her radical politics weren't theoretical abstractions. They were deeply personal rebellions against a world that constantly tried to define her limitations. The FBI would eventually place her under surveillance, a testament to how threatening her ideas were to the status quo. Can you feel the audacity? A deaf-blind woman becoming a political firebrand, challenging power structures that most would never dare to question. Love found Helen in 1916. Peter Fagan, a moment of pure, forbidden possibility. Their connection transcended traditional communication. Touch became their language, fingers intertwining, spelling out dreams of escape, of a life beyond societal constraints. But families and societal expectations are brutal architects of dreams. Her family's intervention wasn't just a personal betrayal. It was a microcosm of how society controlled and limited those deemed different. This rejection would become fuel, personal pain transformed into a mission larger than herself, to become a voice for the voiceless, to challenge every invisible barrier. If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. Turn setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. The world wasn't ready for Helen Keller, but she was more than ready for the world. 39 countries, countless stages. Helen transformed her personal struggle into a global mission. Helen Keller International wasn't just an organization, it was a declaration of human potential. Picture her traveling, a deaf-blind woman navigating continents, challenging every preconceived notion about disability. She didn't just advocate, she thundered. Presidents listened, social structures trembled. From Grover Cleveland to Lyndon B. Johnson, each leader encountered a force of nature disguised as a woman who couldn't hear or see. But she saw more clearly than most, witnessing systemic injustices that others conveniently ignored. The ACLU became another battlefield. Here, Helen wasn't just a member. She was a strategic architect of social change, using her unique perspective to challenge legal and social boundaries. Your perceived weakness can be your most extraordinary strength. The FBI watched. Conservative circles whispered. Helen's socialist views weren't just political, they were a fundamental challenge to how society understood human worth. Imagine facing constant surveillance, persistent criticism, yet never wavering. Each attack became another opportunity to amplify her message. She transformed marginalization into a megaphone for justice. Her activism wasn't theoretical, it was visceral. Born from a lifetime of fighting invisible barriers, she understood oppression at its most fundamental level. By her 80s, most would have retreated. Helen accelerated. In 1964, the Presidential Medal of Freedom wasn't just an award. It was a national acknowledgement of a life that had fundamentally reshaped understanding of human potential. But medals meant nothing compared to her true mission. Close your eyes. Imagine a world without sight or sound. Now imagine transforming that world. Helen's story isn't about overcoming disability. It's about expanding humanity's definition of possibility. She didn't just survive. She redefined what survival means. Her life poses a challenge directly to you. What invisible walls are you accepting? What limitations have you internalized? Where are you allowing others to define your potential? Vision isn't about what your eyes see, it's about what your soul understands. Her legacy isn't in her achievements, it's in the permission she gave others to dream beyond their circumstances, to fight, to transform personal pain into collective progress. You stand at a crossroads. Will you accept the world as it is, or will you, like Helen, become a force that reshapes it? Her life wasn't a story of disability conquered. It was a masterclass in human potential unleashed. Dare to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. That is how you truly honor the light. On the next episode of Extraordinary, imagine a world where unyielding spirit in the face of adversity is not enough, where freedom must be fought for, then foregone. After witnessing Helen Keller's relentless pursuit of justice, you're left wondering, What happens when that very fight consumes a man for 27 years, when he's torn between revenge and reconciliation? In our next episode, we meet a leader who chose forgiveness over vengeance, transforming not just himself, but an entire nation. Don't miss this incredible journey of resilience and redemption as we continue to explore triumph over adversity. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.